Today on the Journal, we've got big things in line.
Various artists and a profile of a mayoral candidate.
And don't forget our special guest.
Herman, an amazing artist. Stay tuned for more on the Journal.
Welcome back, ladies and gents, to the Journal, where we tap into people and their stories. I'm Jesse Saunders, and I'm one of your hosts for today. Now on to our first piece. What's up first, Richard?
Thank you, Jesse. I'm your other host, Richard Creighton, and we'll kickstart this show with an artist profile of Shawna McGinley. She's a Toronto-based artist who is very talented and passionate and has big dreams for herself. We follow Shauna in her pursuits and see what it takes to be an artist.
My name's Shauna. I go to Centennial College. I'm a first-year art student. I'm born and raised in Toronto, Ontario, and I'm 20 years old. I definitely never thought I would be an artist or pursuing an art career. I always thought I would do something more academic. I applied to universities instead, and I got into U of T.
Since Shauna has started a more creative school, she has changed a lot. She's a much happier person. She enjoys what she does now rather than the academic program that she was in previous years.
But I found that I felt like just a number at U of T. I found that I didn't feel any sense of community and I didn't feel like I mattered there. People that influenced my art, growing up it was definitely my Aunt Joanne. She's very artsy, very crafty. She always gave me extra stuff to do. She always gave me buckets of markers and crayons.
Our Aunt Joanne was a big inspiration to my sister, actually. She always used to build doll houses, so Shauna got into that. She always used to bring over arts and crafts, and Shauna was always very into that.
Animation is probably the reason why I'm getting into art as much as I am. I'd like to say that all of the Disney films I grew up with had a huge influence on where I am today and where I want to be later in life. I just really love the way Disney was able to find a way to connect with children and find a way to empower them. And I grew up with the Disney princesses, so I find that a lot of my art reflects that type of fantasy element. It will allow me to recreate the vulnerability and the happiness that I had growing up watching those films.
My favorite art piece currently of Shauna's is one that she's been working on at school. It's a redesign of a book cover called Crank, and it's really amazing.
I like grayscale. I'm not a color person. I just like using pencil and paper because I can handle, I can control what I'm doing more than anything. It attracts me because it shows depth and it can show a lot more than just using every color on the rainbow, you know. I don't really have a set message. I don't believe that art has to send a message to you. Honestly, I just do it for myself, and if you happen to like it, then awesome. But it's mine for me, so.
Keep that passion high, Shauna.
Next up is a pop singer and rapper named Kyle Varga, who has recently collaborated with an award-winning Much Music director, Casimir.
Our journal team takes us behind the scenes on the shoot and shows us Kyle's dedication and passion for his music. It is truly an inspiring story.
Also, please stay tuned for our guest Herman, who will be giving us a live performance later on. Hope you enjoy.
My name is Kyle Varga. I am a singer, songwriter, rapper, and I am from Waterloo, Ontario. Music was essentially something for me that I used when I was going through a lot of stuff. From relationships that I was going through, any hardship that I was going through, maybe not even knowing exactly what I wanted to do. In school, they only have really one way for you to go, and I kind of wanted to do something different. My style of music is very different. It's a combination, I would say, of pop and rap music, but it also has a unique blend of like R&B type of music as well.
Bounce. Everybody in the club, let me see you bounce. From the front to the back, let me see you bounce. DJ, bring it back, let me see you bounce.
The best piece of advice that I was ever given would have to come from, I'd say, my brother. He always taught me not only to believe in myself, but also the fact that you should have faith in what you do instead of just hope.
My name is Andrew Vojdani. Our relationship has been very close. We're the youngest two of 4 siblings. I think that that's very much contributed to a lot of his music and the reasons why I'm so heavily involved in all of his management.
Just hold me, girl, you're looking lonely. Do it for me, show me just how much that you want me. Keep that body on me. She said that I'm the only one that's genuine, so she ride it like a pony.
My first music video experience was amazing. It was definitely a unique experience. Kashmir was amazing. She's everything that I thought she'd be and more.
You know what I mean?
So I'm not just standing on that?
Yeah, no, you don't have to stand on the same side the whole time, you know?
Okay.
And you're gonna feel too.
Yeah.
Cool?
So
Play with
this
her.
state's like, it's focused on
Yeah,
her.
focus on her. Still, you play every once in a while, you know, press down on those keys, but you're more focused on her. You're singing to her. This is your motivation, her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cool? Let's try it and see how it goes.
I kind of went into it thinking, you know, she'd be kind of telling me exactly what to do and guiding me exactly what I should be doing. She did that, but also gave me the opportunity to kind of be flexible with myself.
You're not playing with the sound, you're just like, you know what I mean? Like, a little bit more of that. Even
leaning on it maybe.
Yeah. And play one, you know,
Yeah.
or like, give me one hand, you know, and break it down.
You drop it down low, and let me see you move real slow. When I make a singing for some.
You know, growing up, even for me, it was such a wonderful thing having the strength of being able to, like, you know, continue doing something that you love to do, whether someone was saying that you weren't going to make it anywhere, or whether someone was discouraging you, or they're telling you that you can't be something, you know? And for me, growing up with that and being able to put up with that really helped me in several different situations, even apart from the music. Essentially, just for new artists and new talent, I would just say to keep at it. You can really achieve anything you want if you really put time into it, and if there's something that they really are passionate about and they love to do, nothing should really get in their way.
Drop it down low. Move it real slow.
Girl, I'ma make you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap on Falsetto.
Congratulations, Kyle. Remember us when you make it big. By the way, I drink Keith's.
You also drink Canadian, Coors, Blue. You drink anything you can, don't you, buddy?
Shut up.
Not a chance. For our next special guest, a singer from the University of Toronto who has competed and won various competitions, such as the Toronto District School Board Idol Challenge. Herman will play for you. Herman, what will you be playing for us today?
Hey, I'm going to play High and Dry by Radiohead today, so hope you guys enjoy it. One, two, three. Two jumps in a week, I bet you think that's pretty clever, don't you, boy? Flying on your motorcycle, watching all the ground beneath you drop. You kill yourself for recognition, you kill yourself to ever stop. You broke another mirror, you're turning into something that you are not. Don't leave me high, don't leave me dry, don't leave me high, don't leave me dry. Drying up in conversation, you will be the one who cannot talk. All your insides fall to pieces, you just sit there wishing you could still make love. They're the one who hates you when you think got the world all sussed out. They're the one who spit at you, and you will be the one screaming out. Don't leave me high, don't leave me. You ever had, the best thing that you ever had. It's the best thing that you've ever had. The best thing that you have is gone away. So don't leave me high, Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry.
Thank you.
That was awesome, man.
Hey, thanks.
For those of you that don't know, that was High and Dry by Radiohead, covered by my boy Herman. Stay tuned for later where he'll be giving us another performance.
Tammy Lowe takes on Something Big, the head coordinator of the Chinese New Year celebration in Chinatown. Produced by Eric Shum, the journal team goes in and covers the year of the horse. Let's check it out, guys.
I think the horse really is something that people are looking forward to, as mobile, as flexible, as energetic. I think it's one of a year of energy. I think one should look into their own personal lives and perhaps be more energized.
For me, Chinese New Year always means family gathering together. It's a happy time. It's a joyous celebration. It's to put away the bad stuff in the last year and to welcome a new year. My name is Tammy Lowe. I'm the event coordinator here at the Chinatown BIA. I got into event coordinating way back about 10 years ago when I started volunteering for large corporate fundraising galas. And so from there, I just gradually, I got more and more exposed to different events, and that's how I got into the whole business. Chinese New Year, it's a special occasion. It brings people together. It's a little crazy. It's the start of the year. It's our first event of the year. And you want to set the bar high so that the rest of the year, the events will then play out easier. And I want to bring that to people who may not have their whole family here in Toronto, that it could be overseas. So that at least when they come to our event, they're able to experience the warmth, experience the tradition, the noise, the friendliness, the laughter. That's what I hope to bring when I plan an event like this. Last year, I was present, but then I wasn't the main coordinator. I just kind of shadowed just to learn a little bit about what are the traditions, how we normally create this event for the audience. So this would be my first year in undertaking this event. Brandon, flower pots. So all the flowers, got the fabric, got the boxes.
Where am I?
Upstairs, including our CBIA banner. So like on the railing, like on the glass railing. Like maybe, and I'll tape it on the inside so that the bottom part can be taped on the glass too. I think that event coordinating is a lot of fun. It's different aspects, you're bringing different people, and it's always different. You're meeting a lot of different vendors, you're working different performers, different sponsors. At the end of the day, it's how the event plays out. The people who are attending the event are happy, and it's very satisfying. It's a lot of pre-planning work of which sponsors, which vendors we want. It's a lot of advertising and marketing because you want to bring people into Chinatown. Then they will never come any other day.
That's another style. The horse jumping up.
In terms of, for me as a coordinator, I have to make sure that I bring these elements into the celebration. I bring people together, I bring families, and I introduce old traditions to the new generation. So it was a lot of pressure, but I think it turned out fantastic. We had a huge turnout. Our opening ceremony was bigger and better than what we anticipated. We had vendors that we never used to have. We had sponsors we never used to have. So in general, it was a very good turnout. I like seeing the event pan out. I like seeing that everybody's hard work, the volunteers, the staff, the directors, they all come together to work on something that's good for the community. And seeing that the community is happy and satisfied with this great celebration, then it's great. Like, I'm really happy.
One, two, three, 4.
fascinating cultural celebration. I'm craving some mooncakes now. It's a thing, right?
I guess. Most of you will recognize these titles: Toy Story, How to Train Your Dragon, Frozen, Monsters, Inc., The Croods.
Our 5th documentary explores this life of another artist. She's an inspiring animator who gives us an insight into the frustrating process of creating 3D art. It is a very time-consuming job which requires a lot of patience. Stay tuned.
My name is Carmina Castello. I go to Seneca College for animation, and I'm currently in my 3rd year learning 3D game art and animation. Ever since I was a kid, I've always watched anime and always followed art. I've always drawn, and when I got older, I would browse forums a lot, and everyone would say that they were in animation, and I guess that's what inspired me to follow their path. I definitely liked Disney and Pixar. I really liked watching those 3D films, especially with their stories. I remember sitting in the theater and being like, this is what I want to do. I want to do these things. So yeah. I think I remember being in high school, I didn't really get along with a lot of people just because my interests were so different from theirs. And when I come here, everybody's really similar to me. We all like to play video games. We all like to watch the same movies. We all like the same things. So, and everybody here is super friendly. So. Every time I go on Tumblr or DeviantArt or CG Hub or any website like that, I see these amazing works of art, and all I think to myself is I want to be able to create something like that one day, and I want to be able to work with people like this one day. So that's really what motivates me.
My advice would be that don't get into it thinking that it might be kind of fun. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of hard work. You have to really love it. It's got to be something really passionate to you.
When I was in first year or second year, first year, we had 25 objects to draw, and we had to do it in 2 weeks. And it had to be, our teacher was extremely, he wanted it perfect. He would ding you on, if you had a slightly wobbly line, he would be like, no, marks off for that. So all of us, no matter how much we worked on it every single day, and we stayed up the very final day. Oh, and he gave us a second assignment on top of that, so that was nice. But yeah, we pulled all-nighters almost every night trying to finish it, and we still couldn't finish it. So that was definitely the toughest assignment. Basically, you start off with a really basic sketch of what you want to do. So in life drawing, we call that a gesture. And I do the same thing in animation, where I rough out the shape or the kind of movement that I want to see. And on top of that, we build simple shapes like circles and rectangles and stuff, just the basic structure of what we want to see animated. And then there's key poses, and then we in between that. And for animation, there's timing and all this other stuff, technical stuff to worry about. But so right now I'm in the 3D gaming stream. So what we do is we create 3D assets to be used in video games. So what we're doing right now, we're actually creating a mod project for Unreal Tournament 3. Yep. So I actually got chosen to be the art director for that. So I get to create a style, and I get to see my own idea come to life, basically, which is pretty cool. Basically, we had about a month and a half project to do about 20 seconds. In the first and second year, you get an assignment every 2 weeks for every class that you have. So we usually have about 8 classes. So that'd be 8 assignments due every 2 weeks. So, and right now we have 1 assignment every week. So it's pretty tough keeping up to those deadlines and producing quality work at the same time. So
it's probably where I was meant to be. That doesn't mean I don't both regret it and wish I'd done something else. It's a strange industry. It can be very challenging. It is truly a feast or famine type of industry. It has been relatively good to me recently, but in the early days it's very difficult to get into it because there's just not a lot of work. It's inconsistent. You work for 6 months, be off for 2, work for another 8, might be off for 3 months, work for 9, you're off for 6, and then eventually you build up a reputation where you can consistently get work. But it is a very difficult, challenging industry.
Go. Do you want to build a snowman?
Do you want to come out and play?
Truly an amazing medium, I must say.
But you know what? After what happened last week, I'd rather build sandcastles. Moving on now.
Yeah, that was a bad joke.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
As my mother would say, you are what you eat. So I guess that makes me a double cheeseburger.
Yep, it does.
Shut up. Next up is an interview with a dietitian and the dangers of fast food consumption by young adults.
Listen well to the facts, guys. Especially you, Richard. It'll make you rethink your choice of food.
Shut up.
At this point in time, I do think that fast food has become the niche for all the students because it is cheaper to purchase and it is a lot easier and economical for them. My name is Michelle Smith. I am owner and founder of J. Smith Consulting and Nursing Services, Community Division, JA Nursing, and I am a healthcare advocate in our community of Toronto. Predominantly the long-term effects on eating fast food will be diabetes, first of all. And you know that diabetes is a condition that your pancreas stops producing insulin or slows down on producing insulin, which brings your blood sugar down. Also, cholesterol is another factor that is quite common. As well, high blood pressure. And high blood pressure is generally caused by the amount of sodium that's in the processed foods. So because of this, it tends to elevate your blood pressure, predisposing you to complications in the long term, such as stroke. Well, you know, your weight gain is predominantly caused by your metabolism slowing down. And what ends up happening is that if you end up taking in too many calories for that particular day, it is not able to be burnt and turn into energy, so it turns into fat.
The money situation when it comes to fast food, you don't really realize that you're spending like, let's say $10 a week, and it accumulates over the years. So like maybe by the end of the year you spend like you know, a high amount of money on fast food, and that should be, like, for me, it should be cut down.
Things like strawberries and pineapples and mangoes and things like that. Of course, if you're not equivalently doing a lot of exercise, it will still reap the same repercussions in the sense of giving you additional calories, but it still maintains to be a lot healthier than eating fast food. All vegetables and fruits are good to eat, and everything is still going to be in moderation. But of course, things like apples, those tend to be a little bit better for your metabolism. Green leafy vegetables, those tend to be a little bit better for, you know, eating and your nutrition. But I mean, in general, you know, all fruits and all vegetables would be a lot better than having KFC or a burger. Each fruit has a different purpose. So for example, bananas, it gives you potassium, and you need potassium. It's very important for your heart. For right now, with everybody's busy schedule, a lot of times I say prepare your food ahead of time. Try to do a little bit of a grocery list. And I mean, even if you do have one item from a fast food restaurant, you know, you could change things around, like have a salad, you know, instead of the fries. That, hands down, will be your best practice, even moving forward into the adult world.
Yo, I think that fast foods really affect you if you have a slower metabolism. Because for me, I have a faster metabolism, and when I eat fast food, it doesn't show whatsoever. But that comes with age as well. So I guess after a certain period of time, my metabolism will slow down and it'll eventually catch up with me. But until then, I love eating fast food.
I tend to find that when you compile a lot of calories in one serving of a meal, that's when you start to have these effects of feeling tired and feeling sluggish. So I'd always maintain to say that it's better to have 6 small meals throughout the day. It helps to regulate your blood sugar, it helps with your digestion, and overall it helps to have you feeling like you're a little bit more energetic. Your body's a large percentage of water, so I think water is always good, and you don't have to have 6 to 8 glasses a day of water. As well, doing research what grocery stores are on sale. And I mean, you know, you can always stick to cooking. Cooking is essential. I know it's probably hard for you guys to cook, and at least, you know, to add these nutritional foods into your diet, but at least if you try to practice this from now, it will help you with moving forward into the future of being a healthy adult.
Mitzvah, mitzvah, spooky, scary. Boys becoming men. Men becoming... Oh, we're back.
For our final piece, we look at a story on spoken word. Spoken word takes a combination of various different elements such as tone, gesture, and facial expressions, perhaps even with music.
Akeem Raphael will share the struggles he's been through and how in finding his passion for spoken word, he's found a way to express himself and stay motivated.
Down and let it just drop as I'm repping this new style named hip hop. It started with the finger snaps and then I heard those hats and then I said hip hop, I gotta bring you back. Kept on going
doing it because I love music and I want to be able to have it as a career and be able to make music where I'm able to help teach people in general how to know more about themselves, be more self-conscious, to be able to learn how to love themselves more and to be able to learn how to love others just like themselves. And I feel like I could do that through music.
Kept on going with the movement that was up in the air. Looked up and shook my head once I heard those snares. Could you feel it as I'm moving from side to side, saying, oh my gosh, I'm still alive.
When I talked about me doing spoken word, it was actually inspired because I fell in love with this girl and I wanted to talk to her and everything, but she lived in Ajax and I lived in St. Catharines and we're so far, so I wanted to do it through spoken word. Well, actually through poetry. It started off through poetry and then, you know, got into writing, wrote a lot, and then I realized I could start writing a little bit more than just about me loving this girl. I started writing a little bit more about life and what I thought about life, my philosophy on life, and yeah, it took me a while before I started performing and letting people know how I felt from the inside.
Producing, so it's a check-in. You know that I'm respected. This opportunity to leave the first impression. I want to continue to give you this blessing. Yes, it's the movement of this hip-hop session. It goes, I just let it breathe as I'm moving so fly and I feel so free. I got the wheel music and I won't even stop as I'm repping this new style named hip-hop.
I do spoken word every year so often. And I try my best, but I more so do a lot more rapping and I do a lot more performance when it comes to rapping because that's like spoken word with music in the background. That's the way how I see it.
I didn't need to just like her, but it was just like her. I had many ways, but her ways were lighter. A burning in my heart, but it was her fire. This was a sensation, but amplifier. It's a feeling of the feeling of the feeling with the notes that I put in. Or you can move in with the lifting parts of heaven, which hip hop is producing. So
I've done, at one point in time when I first started actually doing a lot of like spoken word, it was September, the ending of September in 2012, and I started doing it every single Monday for 3 months straight. I would do a spoken word every single Monday for 3 months straight, and then that's how I got better at performing and I started to become a performing artist.
This is hip hop from the depths of my soul. It goes, I just let it breathe as I'm moving so fly and I feel so free. I got the wheel music and I won't even stop as I'm repping this new style named hip hop. It goes, I just let it breathe as I'm moving so fly and I feel so free. I got the wheel music and I won't even stop as I'm repping this new style named hip hop.
Well, guess that what, everybody? Our scriptwriter Kevin lied. Our last documentary piece is an interesting one. It's based upon one of Toronto's mayor candidates who supports the marijuana movement and one of the few people in the city to be able to legally obtain weed.
No, it isn't Rob Ford. Let's see who is this mystery man is, shall we? And again, guys, stay tuned after for Herman's second performance for our show. Now, the crack documentary.
For Mayor of Toronto, I really adore the city. I think the city needs someone who's outside the political system but still smart enough and understands the city well enough to make the ideas that the city has happen. And a lot of the, well, I've been a marijuana advocate for about a decade now. We've been organizing marijuana rallies. We started a couple outside the Toronto area. Our most successful rally is the Yonge and Dundas 420 rally. It happens every April 20th. We get about 10,000 people. It started with just a handful of people and now is at about 10,000 people now. My court case, RV Mernagh, came within 90 days of striking down Canada's marijuana law. It involved 22 people from across Canada talking about their medical illness and how marijuana made them better, made them able. All the people, including myself, are disabled, but with medical marijuana we become able. So my case My case allowed people to become familiar with medical marijuana over the last 5.5 to 6 years. The case almost struck down Canada's marijuana law when a judge agreed with us that the government was doing very little to allow people access to medical marijuana. Some of the disabilities, I have fibromyalgia and a rare brain tumor back behind my ear in this area. It's called a schwannoma. It causes pain throughout my body. It causes a seizure disorder, so I have the occasional seizure. And it causes lots of health issues that are somewhat disabling. With medical marijuana, I can overcome it. It brings my pain level down. It brings down the pain back here, like the headachy side of my face type pain. So I become more able with medical marijuana from the disability of having fibromyalgia and a schwannoma. I was in high school when I began developing fibromyalgia symptoms. I spent a lot of time in the hospital in my final year of high school. I was prescribed Demerol and other drugs that were very potent. I've written for Now for many, many years in the past. And I think media people can speak to the camera better. They're comfortable speaking to media. They know how to encapsulate their message very easily. Communication is a great skill for everyone to have, and I think we need more people that know how to communicate.
Well, folks, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for tuning in to The Journal.
Oh, before you guys go, let's welcome back Herman Wong, who will sign us off with his cover of Counting Stars by One Republic. Make sure to check us out next week, where we will go in depth with Herman's passion for music and his recent competition.
Thanks for tuning in.
Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. We'll be counting. I see this life like a swinging vine, swing my heart across the line, and my face flashing signs. Seek it out and you should find. Old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that bold. I don't think the world is sold. I'm just doing what we're told. I feel something so right, doing the right thing. Kills me, makes me wanna fly. Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. I feel love and I feel it burn down this river every turn. Love is a four-letter word. Make that money, watch it burn. Old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that bold. I don't think the world is sold. I'm just doing what we're told. I feel something so right, doing the wrong thing. Could lie, could lie, could lie. Everything that drowns me makes me wanna fly. Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Lately I've been Take that money, watch it burn, sing in a river, lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sing in a river, lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sing in a river, lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sing in a river, lessons I learned. Everything that kills me makes me wanna lately. I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the